I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong.
Alright guys, so let me just state one thing. I don't want The Last of Us Part 2 to get delayed. I don't want it to get postponed. I've already been making videos on this game for 5 years. The last thing I want is for this game not to come out in roughly 70 days. But here are the facts, and let's just stop with all the rumors and clear this up once and for all. Also, this video is going to be about the giveaway that I've actually upgraded and I made a lot of good changes to. So, the first half of the video is going to be The Last of Us Part 2 news that I want to talk to you guys about, and the second half of the video is going to be about The Last of Us Part 2's giveaway. Here's a hint, it's no longer just 30 copies.
Subscribe to Breakthrough Gaming and get your chance to win a copy, limited copy, Last of Us 2, which I'm not in.
Hello,
man. Here you go, buddy.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Keep watching.
Alright guys, so I hope I don't have to make this video again, but it turns out that a lot of people are very confused, a lot of people are panicking, and in the past 24 hours I've probably gotten around, I don't know, like 30, 40 hate messages calling me clickbait, all because I'm covering the truth about what's happening with The Last of Us Part 2. I'm gonna make sure that this video clears the air about what the release date is, about whether this game is even canceled, which I never said that. I don't know where everybody got that from. And on top of that, if this game is gonna get delayed or not. I'm gonna spill the facts, nothing but the facts, and hopefully put this to rest, I should say, once and for all. Look, I get it, we're all human, so we all have to, in a way, hope. But sometimes hoping for something and mixing your emotions into a variable or a situation is only gonna make it cloudy. When I said that The Last of Us Part 2 might get delayed, it did not mean that it was a guarantee. It was simply a basic common sense deduction. Now look guys, I just came back from New York City last week. At first glance, I thought that this coronavirus would not be an issue. I genuinely thought that it was just gonna brush over and people were gonna get over it and it was not gonna turn into the massive situation that it has turned into. But let's face the facts. A lot of people were saying that, oh, Breakthrough, how can you be saying that The Last of Us Part 2 might get delayed when no other game is also getting delayed? Or at least as of now, we haven't had a single game be postponed or delayed. Well, to that, this is all I have to say. Jason Schreier, the man and only, the one that has given us multiple leaks from The Last of Us Part 2 and many other games, a completely 100% reliable source, he said it himself. Any game that comes out during March and April is safe, but any game that comes out after March and April, no one knows. For Jason Schreier himself to be questioning the facts of whether The Last of Us Part 2 may or may not be coming out, and on top of that stating that the only safe games are going to be the ones that are releasing throughout March or throughout April, that tells me that that is a very big flag for The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 being delisted and taken out of multiple Amazon countries and Amazon websites such as Italy and parts of Europe, that was only one out of many other reasons as to why this game may get delayed. A great example, or I should say two examples of games being in fact delayed, it's very simple. Here we have Those Who Remain, a psychological trailer that was supposed to come out by the developers Push Square. Now this was actually coming out before The Last of Us Part 2, May 15, 2020, and the developers themselves clarified and stated that due to all the unexpected events, including the coronavirus, they had no option but to delay the game up until 2021. Another great and massive game that has already been delayed because of the circumstances that have been happening would be Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. That's a second example there in a row. Another great and important piece of information is something that is common sense. Where is The Last of Us Part 2's studio? Where is Naughty Dog located? It's located in Santa Monica, California. And California is on complete lockdown for at least another month or two. What does that tell you? If the governor of California puts martial law in place, which which is practically what they're doing, and you're not allowed to go to work, you're not allowed to do anything? How is Naughty Dog supposed to work on any form of development for The Last of Us Part 2? They can't. Not to mention, just a few weeks ago, there was a whole scandal over Naughty Dog abusing their employees and making them work way too hard because The Last of Us Part 2 is right around the corner. So look guys, don't fall for the clickbait, don't fall for the misinformation, don't fall for the overly confident YouTuber that's telling you that no, there's no way that The Last of Us Part 2 is gonna get canceled or delayed. Well, obviously not canceled, that'll never happen, but if someone sounds way too confident and they tell you this is how it is and there's no way around it and it's guaranteed, that's not information, that's called opinion, and that's something that I sincerely don't like. So I definitely needed to make this video and clear up a lot of information. A lot of people have been saying that I said that the game was going to get canceled, and I don't know where that came from. With that said guys, let's proceed to the giveaway. Alright, so what I'm about to say next is going to sound very, very crazy, but make no mistake, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, and believe me, I know how much the price tag is going to cost once I swipe my debit card. I'm giving away not 10, not 25, but 50 copies of The Last of Us Part 2. It's been too long, and I've been too inactive, and I haven't made a video in months and months, and I feel that due to me making videos already for 5 years over The Last of Us Part 2, I should be able to give you guys a higher chance to actually get a copy of this game. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of you guys. With that said, I've decided to bump up the giveaway to 50 copies. Yes, 50 copies. Now, we have made some changes to the steps in the giveaway, but make no mistake, they are very simple, and honestly, I think it's all for the better. Alright, so I'm gonna make this as simple as possible. Let's start with the first 20 out of the 50 Last of Us Part 2 copies. You are automatically entered to win 20 out of the 50 copies if you are subscribed to this channel and my second channel, which the link is in the description. Also, you have to turn on bell notifications. Now for round number 2, the second round of 20 copies, which means that we are already at the point out of 40 out of the 50 copies is very simple. All you have to do to participate in the second 20 copies is follow me on my Instagram and on my Snapchat. They will both be right here in the screen and in the description. Now, you don't have to do this for Snapchat, but if you do decide to follow me on my Instagram, you have to post a shout out to the channel and to my Instagram page on your Instagram story. You only do this one time and you tag me on Instagram on my profile, which again will be in the description, and then I will DM you letting you know that you are confirmed in the giveaway. Now for the last 10 copies, this one is literally the most simple out of them all. Give a 5-star rating to my business. Yes, I just opened a smoke shop in Central Florida, and all you have to do is click the link in the description and give it 5 stars. That's it. Literally, that's it. That concludes everything for today's video. I do appreciate you taking 10 minutes out of your life to watch this video. Don't forget that we're going to be doing daily uploads as much as possible, so I'll see you guys on the next one, and make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to your #1 source of The Last of Us Part 2 Breakthrough Gaming.